everybody. This is our Summit Seekers Thursday morning chat, and we have the community here to talk about all things business and how to run our business, how to improve our business, how to manage balanced time. If you love what you hear here, of course, we're here every Thursday, but hit hashtag replay and put a comment in for your aha moment. And of course, if you have a question you'd like the community to discuss, of course, DM us or put it in the comments. We would love to discuss any questions or things that might bother you. We're here to cover. Everybody has done different things and has covered or conquered different kinds of problems in their businesses. So without further ado, we will start the introductions. And Brian was here first on our meeting, so we will start with Brian.
Good morning, everyone. And I'm Brian Keith South. I am known as the College Admission King, and the reason why is because I've not only mentored hundreds of students from every conceivable background. I've changed the dynamics of the family. I've created more peace and harmony and focus in several families as a result of my services.
Awesome. Where are you located at, Brian?
Sacramento, California.
Awesome. All right, Miss Vidra, off to you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I am Moon. I am a life insurance agent and also a health and wellness coach, and I'm all the way in Charleston, South Carolina.
All right. All right, Miss Maria.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Gerson, and I am a silver stylist with Color Street Nails. I also ranch, and when it's going to be 100 hours outside.
All right. Okay. So, anybody have anything we want to discuss?
Sunday.
Now, I did want to ask Vidra and Maria, did you get your content calendars?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Vidra, I have to say, your posting has gotten so much nicer. Are you enjoying your new engagement? Are you enjoying the way you're able to put it together now?
Oh, definitely. It makes it so much easier to know what to post and to be able to engage. Thank you very much for helping me with that. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I even commented to her in a private message, "Hey, Vidra, wow, come a long way, girl." Didn't I, Vidra?
Oh, yes. Karen, that was the message that I actually sent to you. I took a screenshot of it and I sent it to Karen.
Yes. Yep, I got it. I was thrilled. I am so happy when things are coming together for my family. So, of course, if anybody is interested, I have a content calendar that I give out that I have available. If you are interested, DM me or put it in the comments, content, social media content calendar, and I will be in touch. All right. So, anybody have anything they want to discuss, or are we going to have an open forum? What anybody dealing with anything? Okay, Maria.
Sunday again. Sunday was so powerful. It was like a good church message. It just carried through the week. And even though that we might not meet with her for several weeks, but yet we join in on this chat. What I learned, what I took from there, and what I took notes, because notes are valuable to me. It just brought through a hard 3 days. Those hard 3 days for, gee, everybody else gets recognition, but you know what, Maria? You are super. You are right on target. You did what you set your mind to do. And this next month, you can do the same thing. And whether anybody says, "Atta girl, you did a good job," my daughter-in-law did. She said, "Congratulations." But that's not what everybody else gets. But I kept reminding myself and reading over my notes. And it was just so uplifting. It was so The mind has a tendency to drag you down because it's what your mind is used to. But if you recreate what your mind has to think, life goes a lot better, a
Right.
lot easier, and you don't feel so burdensome or burdened with this ugliness. I can find another word. I'm
Okay.
done.
Well, for those that may not know, Maria is talking about the Sunday afternoon Pitch Secrets Masterclass. The next one will be August 13th, and I will be sending out notices for that. But that is what she's talking about, is her experience with Forbes Riley in the Pitch Secrets Masterclass. I will also be sending out a message. She is doing a boot camp on her Minute to Millions pitch and how to introduce yourself. Now, all three of the people in this community have been to Forbes's Pitch Secrets. What did you think of her Minute to Millions way of saying what your introduction is to your product?
Brian,
For me,
Go ahead, Brian.
okay. Well, for me, it was life-changing. First of all, I appreciated her honesty and her, and just saying what I've been to hundreds of personal growth seminars and summits, or plummets, and and some of them, and I was in groups where we walked around in circles and we wrote. That was even before Zoom. We wrote down on a card, and and we would recite. And I didn't. And what she did was clear. It was concise. It was powerful. I never got that from any of the other groups I went to. And sometimes I drive like 2 hours or so to get to those places, and I just, I mean, in just a few seconds, she gave me something. She gave me a form, and it's amazing how simple it was, yet how effective. So I can't imagine what kind of growth I'm going to experience on her actual boot camp. I mean,
Right, the
what she
boot
said
camp.
already changed. Yeah, what she said already changed my whole approach,
Right.
instantly. So.
It's magical. Okay, Miss Vidra, you tell me what your experience was with the Pitch Secrets and her pitch.
Well, I definitely love her view of what a pitch is, because so often a pitch is viewed as something negative. I've been a member of a lot of like network marketing groups, and often they'll say no pitching allowed, because oftentimes people just assume pitching is just about selling, but there's so much more to what a pitch is. And after taking her class, I'm definitely a lot more intentional about how I pitch, and it's changed my perception of what a pitch is.
So
And
would
I
you
love it.
recommend it to anybody? She's got another class coming up August 13th. Would you recommend people to attend on the 13th?
Oh, absolutely, definitely.
And of
she
course, the boot
over
camp is after that.
like she over delivers. Like my initial introduction to her was the 2 hour pitch class, and for just $19, she over delivered. I got a lot more than what I was hoping to get for that $19 investment in the 2 hours. So yes, definitely,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Wait till you see what you're going to get with the boot camp.
Wow.
She's already promised to over deliver. It's worth thousands and thousands, and it's only pennies. All right, Miss Maria, tell us what you thought about the pitch class, and how did it change your thoughts about how you tell people who you are and what you do?
Right away, it changed my thoughts. And every time a different thought comes in, I'm able to grab a hold of it, where before I was not able to do that. Built self-esteem. I agree with Vidra. It was more than what I thought. I had to hurry up, get a paper, a pencil, and start jotting this down, because it was so much rich information. And as you can hear, Brian already started to use his identity pitch of the king. I'm still trying to work on that. I'm still trying to get that figured out, but I will, and I'll come in some Thursday and I'll say I am. But I just can't say enough good about it. It's well worth the money invested, and so will it be well worth the money invested. I owe you an apology, and I'm going to do this publicly worldwide. I thought to myself, you said to me, but this is Forbes Riley. Well, I never even took a second because I was so busy in life about, okay, what is so great about Forbes Riley? The thing that is so great about Forbes Riley is she speaks to you on a personal level. She's talking directly to you, whether there's 100 people on the Zoom, but she's personable. She's down to earth. She's been there and she's experienced, and she wants to share that. And because I always believe that knowledge is powerful, and that what good would it do if you hoarded onto all this knowledge and didn't give it away? I've always said that.
That's it.
And I apologize for not jumping sooner, but sometimes there's a time of opportunity, and then there's a time where you really can devote to it. And I'm going to have to get out because they're coming up with my diesel, and it's going to be loud.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what
I appreciate you. Oh, I tell you, and for those because at least Brian and Maria have already signed up for the boot camp. And just to let people know, I'm going to do the boot camp, even though I've done her Minute to Millions. The class that she gives you for Minute to Millions breaks down 12 sentences that makes you unique in the way you introduce people. And I could tell you all the stuff that she tells you about how stupid, well, it's not even stupid, how, what's the word, Vidra? How uninformative our introductions are, how boring our introductions are. And she makes it and shows you why you have one chance when you introduce yourself to people, or you're doing a Zoom, or you're doing a Facebook Live. You have only a couple seconds to grab somebody's attention. You need to give it all the punch you can get, right? All right. So with that being said, Forbes said something, and I know everybody's here been at a different level with Forbes, and I don't know how many knows, but Forbes said one time that she's an actress. I mean, she went in, she did plays and drama, and she's hosted things. And she said that she used to, when she would go to some meetings or something, she would pretend sometimes to be a doctor or a lawyer or this or that. She'd play a role and talk to you all about who she was in that role. Now, my question to the community is, because I thought, I was brought up Catholic, good old Catholic girl, you don't say nothing that's not true out of your mouth. So for me, this was like, she's not trying to be a lawyer. She's not trying to be a doctor. She's not trying to be whatever it was she was saying. But in just a social setting, she tried out what it would be like to say and be that person. How do you feel about practicing taking on that kind of a genuine or authenticity in just speaking? Because if you can speak and pretend to be somebody else, how much easier is it going to be when it's you? What you think, Vidra?
That sounds fun. I love it. Perhaps I should try that once I go out and socialize. I love it. It sounds crazy, but hey, that's fun.
I mean, my question is, because when she said it, I thought, oh, that sounds like so much fun. Oh, I can see it. But in my soul, can I get over that it's a lie?
is it.
Yeah.
Is it, Karen?
Is it?
Or is it just role play to get your mind geared up to be able to speak about yourself in a more comfortable manner. That's what I think she did.
Well,
I think it was brilliant, but see, she would, when you see Forbes, it's a whole different world. But for a lot of us who were raised by regular parents and we weren't trying to be actresses or drama anything, that would have never occurred to me to do that. Has it ever occurred to anybody else to do that? Has anybody else tried that?
No, I haven't.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I've done it. You know what? My take on that is that, we're complex beings and we have many different sides to ourselves. So if you're taking on a role of something that you've never done before, who's to say that isn't really you? It's just it may be an undiscovered you. No.
Awesome. I like that definition, Brian. That sounds good. I think it's a fascinating thing, and it's one of those things that I haven't practiced yet, but I as I start going to more networking and different kind of social engagements, now that I'm not working a job and I'm 65 and pretty much making my own schedule, I want to be involved with more things. And I'm thinking, oh, am I brave enough to try that? No. Oh, would you be brave enough? Audience, let us know in the comments. Would you be brave enough to pretend? Be a salon, be a cosmetologist. You could, it doesn't have to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. She said she took on all kinds of different roles just to try it, just to walk in it. What role would you take, Vidra? Which one? What's the role you could try on for a little bit?
I'm not sure, but I'm actually just having fun thinking of it because in November I'm going on a cruise. So I'm thinking maybe every day I should take on a different role. It's a 6-day cruise.
That could be interesting. Awesome.
Hopefully I'm not going to run into the same people because then I'm going to have to remember what I said to them the last time.
but why? You could say you were practicing the role. The thing is most people are the thing that gets me is that we all are putting our best foot forward most of the time. So we are all pretending a lot of days or a lot of times when we're in roles of whatever our business is or whatever, we're playing a role. Because in our day, some of us are moms, some of us are grandmoms, some of us are, ranchers. We all have different hats and we play different roles, all, like Brian said, all during our day. So who's to say it's not a part of who you are in the next decade? Who's to say? Go to school. Let's become something. Try something else on. So Maria, what would you try? What would you could you do it?
I become a veterinarian.
You'd be a veterinarian for the day?
Yep. I dress the part.
Awesome. I like that.
Not quite like this outside of Tyre in Texas, but yeah, a veterinarian. If I couldn't be a veterinarian, I would a business manager, someone that would go into your business and clean up your assets like an accountant. Tell you where your deficit, tell you what you need to do to be able to bring money, because that's where I want to go. And so if I could speak it, then I will go.
I wonder, because when I was the Avon lady, we really encouraged people to talk to people when they were in the grocery line. Wonder if it'd be fun to practice this in the grocery line.
Or at the bank.
The bank line? Whatever line you're standing in. All right, guys, I want to hear the next time we get together, who practiced being something else in a line? Got a deal?
Deal.
Deal? We all good?
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. I don't shop much, but I might have to go out and get in a line just to try it.
I don't get out much either.
Oh my. All right. Well, we were having fun today. It's all about how in business getting your message across and having people believe who you are.
Wow.
Right? And life isn't supposed to be serious. We're supposed to have fun in this world. And it seems like after we get to be 18, after we get, past the kid and we move out and we become doing the adulting thing, that we forget how to have fun. I know I did. Having a special needs child, I feel like I went from one serious mess to another all through my adult life. And I'm here at 65. I'm saying, you know what? Before I die, I want to live having fun. It's time. I want you all to do it before you get 65. Because I could have done it way back then. I just didn't have anybody to say, life's about having fun. What can you do fun in your house or with your kids? Or what can you make fun or laugh at? Out loud. Laugh out loud.
Your mistakes. That would be the first thing.
Well, but the thing is, even if there's no mistakes, what can you have fun with? I'm going to tell you all, and this is how much I really worked at changing this last year. I Uber, now that I don't have my job, I love Ubering and talking to people. Well, yesterday morning, I Ubered early because I don't normally Uber on Wednesday mornings, but I was spending the afternoon with grandbaby. Now, y'all know I love the water park with grandbaby, right? Go to the water park. So I was meeting my daughter's neighbor, was bringing him down. They live an hour and a half to 2 hours from me. So we were meeting. The water park's in the middle. So I was driving up. They were driving down. Well, very early yesterday morning, I had a really weird thing. I don't ever do Uber Eats. Has anybody ever done Uber Eats? And anybody ever received Uber Eats?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I don't normally ever deliver Uber Eats because I like talking to people. I don't like going into the restaurant and picking up the food, driving it, and getting back out and delivering it. Well, yesterday when my phone went on and my ride came in, I thought it was one of my regular rides. I haven't done Uber Eats in 3 years, and it was an Uber Eats run. I'm like, how did that happen? I said, okay. My girlfriend complained about an Instacart dinner that didn't get delivered for an hour and a half. They had to go to the restaurant and pick it up. And so she was telling me, what do I do? How do I make this? Who do I complain to? I said, I don't know. I don't do Instacart. But when she talked about not getting her food for an hour and a half, and it was already cold and disgusting by the time they got it from the restaurant, I said, oh, I'll go ahead and do this. So I sucked it up, went and got the McDonald's, and I took it to the house and I delivered it. And then I couldn't get out of it because it wants you to take a picture and my phone wouldn't take a picture. And I was getting so frustrated.
Oh.
And it wouldn't close it. I couldn't get another ride. I couldn't, the person's texting me, are you okay? Is it everything okay? I said, I can't take a picture. I can't get out of this. She goes, I'm sorry. I'll give you a bigger tip for the inconvenience. I said, this isn't your problem. People. And she's just being really nice about it. Because you leave it at the door, you don't see nobody. I finally called customer service. Somehow I don't know what I did. I messed with it enough. I got out of it. Okay. So I get another ride. I go pick up the next person, which happened to be one court over from where I delivered the food. And I took them to work. And then as I was leaving there, now this is at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now I live at the beachfront. I live on the ocean. And it was a little hazy yesterday. So at 6 o'clock, it's dawn. It's not really, the sun's not shining yet. It's kind of dawn. And I went to pull out in a 4-lane highway and I didn't see the car. It was silver. It kind of blended in with with the pavement. They were slowing down for the stoplight because there was a stoplight 2 blocks down. I was trying to see, but I pulled out in front of them and they hit me.
Oh,
they hit her.
So I got a great big dent in my door. Not my door, but the door behind me, because it was on the driver's side. Got through the police, did the report. Okay, yada yada. Lost an hour of my time. But I'm on my way to grandbaby. I says, you know what? I am not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself. I am not going to sit here. I'm going to have fun with grandbaby. Never told nobody that I had an accident. I went and parked the car at the water park, and I went and had fun with grandbaby because, like you said, Maria, it is a choice. When things happen to you of how you want to digest it. And I'm like, okay, this is a bump in the road. I get my motivational for today from, I don't know if anybody does Tut. Notes from the Universe. Anybody ever heard of Notes from the Universe? Well, my note today from the universe, okay, is how is it, Karen, with so many brilliant beings on our planet, so few recognize that when one's life encounters turbulence, choppy waters, or setbacks, accidents, it's always a sign that things are about to get wildly better than they have ever been before.
That's also biblical.
And by brilliant beings, I'm not talking about dolphins this time. Don't fight it, the universe. And then it goes on to say one last little thing. This is really, really good news, Karen.
Yeah.
So here I'm reading this morning. Saying, oh, yeah. Okay. You know, talk to the insurance company. We got the card. But, you know, when I left my job, I love Ubering. And until my internet, you know, until the online stuff takes over to making enough money for all of my bills and stuff, you know, we all are doing what we got to do in our everyday life, right? So Uber is one of mine and I love it. And it's the hardest thing I will probably quit doing, but I'm not a homebody. And my mother, who is going to be 91 next month, September's next month now, she's going to be 91. You know, life can change in a heartbeat. And then I'll have to be here in the house, on the computer, or in this house all the time. I'm not a homebody. I don't like being in this house all the time. So until I have to, I'm not giving up Uber because it's my escape from being on the computer all the time. Gives me a chance to talk to real people. Anyway, now that I've told you all my story, I wanted to tell you that because life is not about having a smooth ride through anything. Anybody else going through some challenges that they're trying to keep their mind saying, oh, I'm waiting for the better. Okay. That's anybody else got any stories?
I don't know if I am unspoken. I am. That is also biblical. Strife endure the night, but joy cometh in the morning. When you've endured hard times and some really difficult hard times, you will see more joy and more blessings afterwards for going through that. Really. I can't wait to hear, honestly, because I know that spot.
That's it. So it's just a matter of that. I think in one of my trainings, they had talked about one of the billionaires had a bad day on the market or whatever, and he lost billions of dollars. And they said, oh my God, what are you going to do? You lost so much money. He says, I'm going to go play golf.
Yep.
I said, okay, accident happened. All right. Didn't make my budget for Uber in the morning. Okay. I'm still going. I'm going to grandbaby. I'm going to go have fun at the water park. I'm going to go have fun. I said, it doesn't do me any good to sit and mope around. I Ubered after I dropped him back off in Richmond, which was 2 hours away. I Ubered my way back home because I have to drive it anyway. Might as well make a little bit of money while I'm doing it, right?
Right.
So,
what is Uber going to do about that? Are you going to have to send him copies of that accident? I mean, the actual car, because they want perfect vehicles within a certain age range.
well,
Because I thought
it's okay. This is my take on it at this point. All of the shops are backed up and parts are on back order for a lot of vehicles. When I talked to the insurance company, they said that it's probably going to be a while before it gets fixed because of the shortages.
Yeah.
The side that I do mostly one rider at a time because I do before work and after work, taking people home from work. The side that the customer normally gets on is perfect. Out of all the Ubers I did, there was only one person that had two people that they knew that door was messed up. And this is where, Vidra, the whole conversation about pretending, reality is not the truth. Doesn't matter that it was my fault. I pulled in front of the person, but for anybody I talked to yesterday, my daughter did it the night before. My daughter did it last week. My daughter borrowed my car, and she had an accident in my car. We're waiting on parts.
Does your daughter watch this coffee chat?
No, probably not, but she'd laugh. But
What was funny, you just said this, and the same circumstance is for me, because I tell my husband, please don't park the truck behind in front of the barn, which is over there, and we park here. So I pulled out and my neck doesn't turn because I've had surgery and had it fused. And so now I want you to see that I ran into my own vehicle with my 2016 Kia.
Oh.
And that is just, and then I had to call my husband after I calmed down. And I said to him, why did you park in front of the van, in front of the barn? That's why I moved the truck and the trailer. Now he was only 15 feet behind my car and not in any mirror. And so he screamed, didn't you use your mirror? I said, I did. I didn't see it. You jackknifed in.
We see everything. I told the insurance company, I said, only thing I can say is it was dawn. His car was silver. The road, a blacktop when it fades is kind of a gray. I said, I just never saw him. He was slowing down. It wasn't like, it was like this great big collision. Didn't knock my car anywhere, but I do have a dent in my door.
I have a panel, and then there's the truck and the turn signals, and I'm like, that's why they call them accidents. I said to myself about 15 minutes later, after I went and got my medicine and went to the store. I took an hour and a half to come home because I did all my errands in one day instead of two. I was that upset with myself, but I kept trying to tell myself that's why they call them accidents, right, because it's not planned.
But the thing is this is where you just let things happen. Go with the flow. What difference does it make? Nobody was hurt. This is what I told myself. In this moment, now driving at the water park, I'm happy. I'm having a good time. There is no problem. There's no need to think about it.
Nope.
Nobody was hurt. And we all, everything's going to get settled and fixed and done. And there's just no need to worry about it.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of this conversation is now I've redone my story. I didn't have the accident. My daughter did.
Yeah.
My daughter had the accident. I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. My daughter doesn't even live here. My daughter's 2 hours away. But my daughter bought her the car and my daughter had the accident. Now, I don't have to practice being a lawyer or a doctor, but I can practice that.
I have to own it. And I just found out that I have progressive, and how do you say, they used to go back 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now they only go back 3. So I'm going to have my 3-year-old accident gone this November.
Very good.
When a tire blew and took out the whole quarter panel on another vehicle. So now I may just wait. And I may just wait till November and have it taken care of. But still drives fine. Still got
it does. Well, mine still drives, and that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go continue. I asked them about I'm taking mom because I'm trying to make mom have the best. Old years. These last years, I'm trying to make them the best, and I'm taking her to see the fall foliage in Maine. She has a girlfriend in Maine, so we're making a trip at the end of September, first week in October, to Maine and New Hampshire. So now instead of using my car's going in the shop while we do this trip because we'll be gone almost 12 days. and I wasn't going to be able to Uber anyway. So they said that with the back order of the parts and everything, that shouldn't be a problem to wait for me to even go get it, because whatever time it's in the shop, I won't be making any money. So
I'll be also there. I'll be in Rochester, New York during that period of time.
you're going to be in New York?
Possibly 3 weeks. Yes. That's where I'm from.
Okay. Well, let me know, because, I got to drive through New York.
This is Rochester, up by Lake Ontario, Erie.
Okay. That's the back. Is that the west part of the state?
That's the farthest north. West.
We're going to be driving up through New York. I guess, I'm going to New Hampshire, right there on the line between New Hampshire and Maine. So we're staying at a place called Conway for a week. And we're doing one of those, they have a train ride there that has like the open windows so we can see the mountains.
Yes.
It's going to be nice. I want her to have whatever experiences and things I can have, make her life and have her have good memories here at this time, because we don't know when those changes and when it will, we all are going to have the decline. There's always going to be a time. She thinks she's just not going to wake up one day. And I hope that's the way it is. But we all don't know. We don't know what our story is going to be. So trying to make memories now so that we have them. And I have the pictures and the things to bond with and have for when she's gone.
Best way. Best way.
Anybody want to close with anything, or are we good?
Did Brian fall asleep?
It's having some technical difficulty here. Yes. Hello?
Yes, we're listening. I thought you just said technical difficulties. I thought you were going to continue.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Okay, so what was you got what was the question? You had a question, or
no, I was just saying, anybody want to say anything to close, or are we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, basically, I think this is really a great opportunity to, to connect and share ideas, and connecting with Forbes was golden. I mean, that was really great. And, and just knowing that we have opportunities to expand our reach, to play a role different from what we normally do. That's great.
It's been really mind-opening to me, and I appreciate that you all let us talk about this, since we all have been through Forbes, to help the people out there who might, like Maria. I appreciate your apology, Maria, who don't know what Forbes is and don't know the power of this pitch class. Because anybody I've ever talked to that has taken it has been blown away with what they gain in the knowledge and just the perspective.
But Karen, I know that it was disappointing to you, because I know you had high hopes for me at the time, but I don't think the time was right. But this Sunday was right.
It doesn't matter. Whenever it's right, Maria, it doesn't, I know you'll attend when you can. And as long as you were willing and open, and you went and registered. And the nice thing is, guys, here's the secret. You can attend again and again and again.
I know.
Once you go once, you can go back. I sit in on them all the time, because repetition is the magic.
Let me tell you, I was enamored with all the people that just knew her ending song, and that has been through those. I don't know what I touched, but y'all are gone. But
I love me.
Yeah, I love me.
And we dance. Forbes, you got to dance. Right, Vidra? We're dancing.
Yes,
Got to dance. But yeah, she ends every meeting with, I love you, but I love me. Oh yeah, that's her song. But she's all about inspiration. She is so multi-dimensional. She just covers so much. It is an honor to have being that presence of learning.
Yes. Yes.
That's and I can only get better by the
Yes.
more that I immerse myself in that community, what she's creating with the community, because I'm also in her when I got the Minute to Millions, I also was gifted the mastermind. When when she started the community of Master Club, if you ever want to be in a growing community, Master Club is brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. It was one of the best things I ever did was join her Master Club. And that's a whole year. And it's every Tuesday. It's just, there's a whole lot to Master Club that she's incorporating and developing for a community of women who support each other, who believe in each other, who help each other. They network. She has a networking one Tuesday out of the month. We network. We talk to other people in the community, get to know who they are and what they're doing. But Forbes is all about us women and entrepreneurs playing bigger. We play way too small. Do you feel like you play bigger now, Vidra?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Play bigger.
Investing, it was well worth the investment, investing in media mastery.
Yes. We both have done media mastery. If y'all get a chance, she's not doing that program right now, but if you ever get a chance to do media mastery, it is that's a whole nother level. I want to do next level. She has a class called Next Level, and that will be my next program that I will be doing, will be Next Level. I'm not sure when I'll be doing that, but I know she's all about us becoming better and better and better. Better pitchers, better humans, better creators, better everything. And that, to me, is the magic.
Is it
All
every week time, Karen?
What, Master Club?
Every week the same time on Sunday?
On Sunday. She's not doing it this Sunday. You know, now that she's getting more into projects, she was doing them every Sunday through COVID.
Wow.
And now she's got other projects and other things. She's doing them at least every other Sunday from what I can see. She was supposed to do it this Sunday. And now that she's changed the whole schedule for boot camp and she's changed the schedule for other things, the next one is August 13th.
Same time is what I was asking.
Oh, it's always at 5. Yes, 5 to 7 Eastern time. Yeah, she bases all of her classes on Eastern time. No matter, because she travels all over. She'll show up. When she showed up when she was in Portugal, she said it was 3 a.m. doing the media mastery and stuff, the class I was in at Portugal, for us to do it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
You know, so whatever time, she bases everything on Eastern, and she does it from wherever she's traveling. She said she's got a movie she's getting ready to do. She's doing these other things, but she said Master Club and Mastermind and the Pitch Secrets is something that she is going to continue to do all through any of it. So when you go to sign up, the next date will be how many hours and days in the landing page. It tells you when it is. And to me, it's a continuous thing to promote it, because so many people, it just is so eye-opening. It just, anybody that takes it has said how much it has helped them. All right, guys.
I've sent her. I sent her link for the master class to some people in my group or in my network. So
you sent the one I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I am part of her affiliate program. You know.
Okay.
I only affiliate things that I've been through and that I have loved and that have enhanced my life.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's great.
And so I just wanted to say, I hope it's been my link. So
yeah, I copied exactly what you sent me, and I pasted it from the chat group. I pasted that, so that whatever you sent me is what she got. Yeah.
Very good. And of course, anybody can become an affiliate for Forbes. I'm not the only one. If you all decide you want to be an affiliate for her, but I know that with who I'm trying to serve, that this is a platform that will serve lots and lots of the women out there that want to make more money for their families. All right. I've got another meeting, so I'm going to run. All right. Bye.
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 Hi, my name is Karen Thomas. But guess what? That is not important. What's important is your success online. I can help you start a successful, thriving business online, no matter how many times you have failed. If you have a desire to win, you can. All you need is Wi-Fi, a laptop or desktop, and be able to follow simple directions. Reach out to me and I can show you exactly how.